Now we're going to talk about Good and Country, an album by Jimmy Martin and the Sunny Mountain Boys. Now, to me, Jimmy Martin's best work was when he worked for Bill Monroe and sang some great trios and duets with Bill. For some of that time, Sonny Osborne worked for Bill Monroe too. Later, he co-led a band with Bobby Osborne and then with both the Osborne brothers, but for most of his career he worked on his own. And this is one of his albums he did, Good and Country. Now, the credits on the back, there's like a wall of text that doesn't tell you much about who the band was, except it mentions Paul Williams on mandolin and tenor vocals and J.D. Crowe on banjo. I had to look at a compilation album to find the full lineup, at least for one of the songs. It's Jimmy Martin on lead vocal and guitar, Paul Williams tenor vocal and mandolin, J.D. Crowe banjo, Chubby Wise on fiddle, and Lightning Chance on bass. Why would he not mention Chubby Wise? Okay. Who knows? Anyway, let's go through the songs. So, it starts off with You Don't Know My Mind, which is written by Jimmy Skinner. And that's followed by You Don't Know My Mind. It's like a medium tempo song. That's followed by Homesick, another medium tempo song by Billy Cole. Then Bear Tracks, which is an instrumental credited to Jimmy Martin and J.D. Crowe. It's a banjo emphasizing instrumental, so I think J.D. Crowe had a lot to do with writing that song. Then Night, another medium tempo song by Jimmy Martin. A lot of his songs are medium tempo. And then the Grand Ole Opry song by Harlow Brown. Now, I know this song from this album, but apparently it's on another album, Will the Circle Be Unbroken by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band that Jimmy Martin helped make. And a friend of mine knew that song from that one, and he does the lyrics slightly different between the two, and so we would mess each other up when we tried to sing this together. And finally, there's a gospel song, Who'll Sing For Me by Thomas J. Ferris. And that's the whole first side. That'll give me a good opportunity to flip this over so you can see the wall of text on the back. Here. Okay, so on the other side, starts off with Hold What You Got. Another medium tempo song, most of these are. And then Before the Sun Goes Down by Vernon Claude and Jerry Organ. Then Cripple Creek, which it says is arranged by Jimmy Martin. It starts off slow and then it speeds up. It's a mostly banjo emphasizing song, and you probably know it from Picking and Grinning on Hee Haw. That's followed by It's Not Like Home, another Jimmy Martin song. Then All the Good Times Are Past and Gone, which is arranged by Jimmy Martin here. And finally, ends with a gospel song, I Like to Hear Him Preach It, co-written by Jimmy Martin and Paul Williams, the mandolin player on here. So, this is a pretty good record. I like it. But didn't make me as much of a Jimmy Martin fan as the Bill Monroe and Stanley Brothers stuff did for them. It's good, but I didn't buy too many Jimmy Martin records because, as I said, any bluegrass song I like, but some of them I like more than others. And this one I didn't like as much as some other people's stuff.